What is going on, everybody? Back with another Mopar of the Month feature. Today we are with Alex here.
What's up? With
his Redline Challenger. And this is the feature for February. So Mopar of the Month for February. Let's kick it off and let's start talking about this awesome Challenger right here. All right, Alex, so tell me, what is this vehicle? What's the specs? What's the information on it?
All right, so this is a 2014 RT Redline. It has the 5.7 V8. Base, it's making 375 horsepower. It's got, I think it's the 5-speed auto in it. 0 to 60 time, I think it's like 5.5 seconds or something, so it's not super fast. But for the Redline itself, it came with these decals along the side here. There was a special set of wheels that was supposed to come with. Weren't on the vehicle when I bought it, but when I saw how curved up all the wheels were when I got the car, it's kind of obvious why they weren't. It also came with Dodge's racing suspension in it, so this Challenger sits a little bit lower than the average one does, straight off the lot. And besides that, that's about it. The Redline package was mostly visual. So everything else that's been done to it has been done by me. It hasn't come from Dodge that way.
And so what is the Redline? So you said they come with special wheels, custom suspension. Is it just a limited production model?
So yeah, it was a limited production thing. They only did it in 2013 and 2014. In 2013, they made like 567 of them. And in 2014, they made like 1,032.
And do you know which number this is by chance?
I don't. I've been working on hearing from Dodge about that, but I haven't had a chance to yet. They haven't gotten back to me.
So it's a pretty unique limited edition model. And how did you stumble upon it?
Well, I had a 2004 F250 and I wrecked it. And I was still in the market for a truck, and I was looking. I couldn't find one. And I'm one of these guys where if I see a vehicle that I know is the one, that's the one, and I just wasn't finding a truck that I liked. And so one day I was just looking through KSL and I happened upon this, and I just kind of knew that it was the right car, and so I went down and talked to the dealership, and 3 days later I drove off the lot with it. So.
And how long have you had it?
I've had it just over 6 months.
All right, so you mentioned that you've done some stuff to the wheels, obviously.
Yeah, I got a new set of wheels.
What other stuff have you done to the vehicle?
So the only other thing that I've done, I got the SLP loudmouth straight pipe from AmericanMuscle.com. It's a 3-inch straight pipe from the manifold outtakes all the way back.
And we'll cut to a clip of that in just a minute. Okay, so you got the exhaust changed out.
Which in and of itself is a little bit of a story. It was supposed to take 2 hours, and 7 hours later I got it done. The original exhaust was so like rusted on to the manifold pipes, it was basically welded. I had to cut it off.
So you've done the exhaust, done the wheels. Any other changes to the vehicle?
Other than that, no. Only put premium gas in it. Sometimes put some octane booster in there just to see if it runs better. But other than that, yeah, I've kept it mostly stock. Visually, I'm going to keep it mostly stock just because it is a limited edition car.
So not too many more plans in the future for modifications or anything like that?
Visually, no. Under the hood, I have other plans. Like really long term, I'm going to see if I can get like a 5.7 block out of a wrecked truck or something, and then just build a completely bulletproof racing motor off of that, and then just drop it in.
Got it.
But again, that's way in the future. That's no time soon.
Well, let's pop the hood and see what it looks like.
All right.
Well, here's the beautiful 5.7 V8. How many miles do you have on it right now?
65,000.
Okay, so it's pretty low mileage.
Pretty low, yeah. It was cool when I got it.
Yeah, that's a really good condition. And so you mentioned that the vehicle before this one was a F250, you said?
Yeah, 2004 F250.
Is that your first car, or what was your first car?
Oh Lord, my first car. My first car was a 1992 Ford Explorer. And I hated that car. I mean, it was a point A to point B vehicle, but I like doing all my own work on vehicles. That was the first year that Ford experimented with having like work imported in, and so it was made to be worked on by Asian men with small hands, and obviously I don't have small hands, and that.
You're what, 6'5"?
6'9".
6, wow,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So that car pissed me off, and so when it finally died, I was more than happy to see it go.
All right.
So.
And what car was the one after that?
The one after that, there's quite a few before this one. But
okay.
The one after that was a 1990 Dodge Ram Charger, which I loved. Oh, well, I've wrecked a lot of vehicles. That one got wrecked. The one after that was a 2010 Charger with V6, and then I had the F250, and then I got into this.
Got it. So you've had some Dodges, you've had some Fords. What car have you liked the most so far? You can be honest if it's not this one.
Man, I mean, that's tough. I really like this one. But so far as sheer like go places and have fun with it, I think the Ram Charger was my favorite.
Ram Charger's pretty limited as well, right? They're not very unique.
They were fairly limited. They made them, I think it was between like 1970 and like 1990 was when they stopped making them, something like that.
I'll throw a photo of the Ram Charger for those of you that aren't familiar with them. They're kind of unique looking cars. Or truck SUVs, I guess, whatever they're called. So what is the plans for the next car? I know you said you want to make this into more of a race car type of vehicle.
Something like that.
Do you want to keep this as your daily and race car, or are you thinking about also having another one? Or
I like to do weird things with cars in my head. I mean, my next idea that I've thought about doing is getting another Challenger and just Mad Maxing the absolute crap out of it. So
nice.
Putting a lift kit on it, like all-terrain tires, bumper guard, light bar, all that. But
if you get that, we're featuring it on the channel for sure.
all right. For right now, yeah, I'll probably just keep this car, tune it up, mod it up, use it for my daily and my racer, and just have fun with it.
What is your dream car, if you have one?
My dream car is a 1968 Corvette Stingray.
Oh, beautiful choice. Yeah, those are fantastic. So maybe one day one of those will be in the works, right?
maybe, we'll see.
And how did you get into Mopars?
I think I can really credit my dad for getting into Mopars. He was born and raised in that time when American muscle was really serious, so late 60s, early to mid 70s, and I've always been into muscle of everything, so like Mustangs, Camaros, all that stuff. But in my opinion, looking at muscle cars as they've advanced through the years, I think that Dodge is one of the few that have really kept their look. I can look at this and still feel like I'm hopping into a 72 Challenger and be just perfectly happy with it.
Yeah, that's a good point. This is really the more true to muscle of all the new cars. This is probably the most true to muscle car. Do you have any advice for future Challenger owners?
Really, just have fun with the car. I mean, don't be one of those guys that just keeps it in your garage all the time and only drives it on the weekends. Have fun with it, drive it, and enjoy it.
Yeah, I think in the last video we talked about this. These aren't, $200,000 cars to keep in the garage and just worship. They're ones that you can have a ton of fun in and still enjoy them on the roads every single day.
Absolutely.
And you've got an example of that because you've done what with this Challenger in terms of taking it somewhere?
I take this car ice fishing sometimes.
Wow.
Which, not many people do, so.
Yeah. So tell us a little more about that. How did you, is it because you used to go with your truck and now you? Yeah,
I enjoy fishing. I enjoy being in the outdoors, and I figure that just because I wrecked my truck doesn't mean that I can't, continue enjoying that. So, yeah. I mean, I don't go places that it'd be impossible to get out of, but.
Do you drive this car then in the snow sometimes?
Sometimes if it's really bad, I tend to do my dead level best to stay at home if I can. Just because, I still have summer tires on it. I never changed them.
Wow.
So, but overall, yeah. I mean, I guess that's another piece of advice I could give is that they handle better in the snow than most people think. So just get a good solid set of snow tires on there and don't drive like an idiot and you'll be fine.
And what is your favorite feature of this car? You may have already touched on it, but.
I don't think, I think probably my favorite feature is just the sheer size of them, just the amount of space that's inside. I mean, obviously I'm a big guy and I fit in it extremely comfortably. I haven't met anybody that can't yet. Whereas on the other hand, I've sat in a 5.0 Mustang before and those are teeny. I
was gonna say you probably wouldn't fit in a Camaro or a Mustang. No. Yeah, these are the biggest ones. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss before we hop in and do a little bit of a ride along?
Not really. Just the interesting thing is that it almost seems like Dodge has forgotten that these cars have even existed, because you can Google search up RT Redline and what'll come up is the Rally Redline. There's only like 2 or 3 sources I've found that have ever discussed these. As I've said, there's, as far as I know, very few of them still on the road. This one could be pretty unique because the only ones I've ever seen have been black, white, and silver. So,
and what color is this one?
This is Granite, I think is what they call it.
Yeah, I think they brought it back for the newer gens as well.
Yeah.
But then they discontinued it as well, so. Okay. Well, it's a beautiful ride. I want to hop inside and then take it for a spin.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
All right. All right, so here we are. It's actually my first time, I think, at a 5.7.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Another reason why I love the 5.7 is that, you know, it's the motor that Dodge has been making since like the late 60s or whenever they started making them. So the amount of mods that you can get for these is ridiculous.
So you could definitely add some more power to this car pretty easily.
Absolutely, yeah. I kind of want to see if I can get it up to 600 horse, but I don't want to go too overboard with it, because then all of a sudden I don't really have a daily driver anymore.
Right. It's kind of a give and take. You turn it into a race car and drive it less, or keep it a daily.
Cabin drone kind of sucks, but you get used to it.
Yeah. Exhaust sounds nice though.
Yeah, thank you. The install got me so mad though. I mean, by the end of it, I was to the point where if this doesn't work, I'm just going to cut it off and leave the manifold pipes as they are.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes when you're doing a repair, it's almost more of a pain to finish it than to take it back to stock or whatever.
Well, because they don't mention in the install video, right? They don't mention that it'll take 2 hours as long as the car has been meticulously cared for, never driven, always kept in the garage.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's right off the showroom floor. It'll take 2 hours.
Yeah. It's funny, I've been pulled over 3 times in this car, never gotten a ticket.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this car just attracts attention though. They're gonna, you know, even if you're going the speed limit, there's gonna be some radar on you.
Yeah.
And is this original from the stock as well? This back? Okay.
Yep.
And is there any interior things specific to the Redline?
Not
that you're aware of?
Not that I know of. I've been thinking I might get a set of like bucket seats that have red highlights on them just to kind of match the rest of the car. But yeah, the last time I got pulled over, the cop came up and asked me where's the fire. But I was going 82 in a 70. But
oh, okay. I feel like most Utah drivers go 82 on a 70 on the highway though.
Exactly. So. Yeah. But he ended up letting me go because he said, you know, I've driven them before, I know how smooth they are at high speeds, and plus you've got a really nice ride, and so just go ahead, go on, have a nice day, and keep it on at the speed limit.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a nice police officer.
So could have also been that it was Friday and he wanted a good car ride.
Yeah, exactly. And you said you've even taken this car out to drag strips as well with the group.
Yep.
Awesome. Up in Evanston, you said? Or? Yeah,
there's a strip up there called Hypoxia Dragway. Supposedly it's the highest in elevation in the United States. It's only 1/8 of a mile, but
got it.
Yeah, we went up there and we ran, had a pretty good time. I was running quarter miles. It was my first time ever racing, so I didn't really do super great, but
yeah, but it's, I mean, that's what's cool about the Challengers. You can daily drive it, as you do, even in Utah here, where, as you can see, it's still snow in the mountains. And at the same time, you can take it drag racing, you can do everything, and you can fit someone who's 6'9". So it's kind of the best of all worlds, really.
Even then, I don't even have the seat all the way back. You can quite a bit taller.
Yeah, there's still some space back there, actually.
Suspension is a little bit stiff for my tastes, but...
And that's because it's the Redline type of... Got it. But it probably handles better on corners and stuff like that than the conventional Challenger.
Still feels like you're throwing a boat around, but...
Yeah. All right, well, there you have it, folks. That was Alex's BA Challenger right here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video for the Mopar of the month for February. Definitely don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and find Shwazy on Instagram at Shwazy_, and I will catch you all at the next video. Thanks again, Alex. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.